Alright, red-white land destruction. So this is a board control deck that uses sweepers like Clarion, Nova, and Star of Extinction to keep the board in check, as well as cards like Seal Away and Revitalize to stay alive. And then eventually, this deck locks the opponent out of the game by destroying all of their lands once you've killed their creatures. So Haphazard Bombardment, you can target 4 lands with it to blow up 3 of them. And then Crucible of Worlds alongside Memorial to War lets you kill a land every single turn. This is the deck that we were playing before RNA released, and actually, because this is a Boros deck, I didn't have any RNA cards to put in. I went through the list, and I don't think there's anything really worth playing from the new set in here. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Here's a tip there from Niv. Thank you for that. Bombardment, 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 bombardment. Lots of bombardments. This is fine. Are you just giving up that matchup? Yeah, that matchup's pretty bad. You could play Revitalize, but mono red hasn't been very popular. Hey, Society, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping that my way this month. Oh, Labruski, thank you. Sorry for that. I'm all over the place. Thank you for playing the deck. I learned a lot. I appreciate your feedback. Thank you for the support. Sorry, when I'm mid decks, I often miss stuff. Should work as Mardu. So I don't think again, we talk about on stream when we're building decks and making changes. You want to be identifying problems that the deck has and then trying to address them by making a change. I don't think adding more sweepers fixes any problems that we have. We already have plenty of sweepers. No surprises. Thanks for shipping your Basil bucks this way this month. I appreciate that. CMC stands for Converted Mana Cost. It's a 4 mana sack effect. It's not a 6 mana sack effect. I would try, if you want to hedge aggro, I would try playing the Fish Crab. I think the Fish Crab is likely very reasonable. Hey, Mafik! Thanks for the sub train, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Those subs are the reason I'm able to be here. In before our global currency actually becomes Bezo bucks. It's funny because it's true. We're at the top. That probably means Nox signed off. Nox is numero uno. Mortify is a little scary for this deck. I wonder if I should put the 3rd Dawn of Hope back in the main. What's the win count of this deck? Dawn of Hope.
You may regret that choice.
Yeah, their build of black-white is interesting. Karn's definitely a solid source of card advantage. It doesn't matter what I give him, Chevy George, because they're going to get both of them. If they want both, they're going to have both. I mean, we have plenty of win conditions in our sideboard. Like, playing another different enchantment doesn't make a lot of sense. If I want to diversify what my win conditions are, playing another win condition of the same type that's already vulnerable just, is completely illogical. Yeah, Cricket. I updated all the deck lists on my website last weekend, so be sure to check those out if you're looking for fun stuff to play. I assume we're going to see end step kill the seal away here. Yeah, the Banefire deck's really sweet. I was happy that it ended up working out. I wasn't sure if that card was going to be reasonable or not. Hopefully they play some more creatures out here so I can star them. I'm probably starring them next turn regardless because I want to take this card off the table. I'm going to pop this Fountain of Renewal at end step to give myself 2 chances to draw an extra land so we can star. No, I wanna crack Fountain of Renewal to try and hit Star of Extinction next turn.
Now returned.
Angel of Grace is gross. So I don't want to target Memorial to Folly here, because if they sacrifice Memorial to Folly in response, my star will get countered because it'll lose its only target. They mortify... No, we have 2 Dawns of Hope Corks. So that way if the first one gets killed, we have a backup. So, I know we call this deck red-white land destruction because Twitch chat loves destroying lands, but this deck isn't a dedicated land destruction deck. It's a board control deck that eventually wins, or eventually locks up the game by using land destruction effects. So cards that are just destroying my opponent's lands instead of impacting their stuff is not great. I mentioned that already, Kings. If your spell loses its only target, it's gonna get countered. So if I would have targeted Memorial with the what's it called, I would have died. Goodbye. Reason my card border is black green, yeah, because I like black green. Yeah, they had a Knight of Malice in there. Yeah, Compass is a good draw. Yeah, Compass is really impressive in this archetype. I assume they're gonna Memorial something back here, probably the Angel. Okay, sure. Honestly, the fact that they didn't kill Dawn of Hope's a really big win for us. I too remember when I was young and stupid, Lesser Dead Mouse. I too remember being young and dumb. Alright, this card don't care about your vigilance, okay? Listen, you are officially Lesser Dead Mouse. Embrace it, okay? Embrace it. Ooh, doggy. Get him. Get him. Oddity Llama, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. This game's so easy. Unbelievably easy. Oh no. Oh no. There's so many tokens left over. They have so many tokens left over. Are you telling me there's life after death, chat? I forgot about the tokens. The pride cometh before the fall. Bye, friends. Oh, this is it's just too much. It's just sure, you got an Angel of Grace. Why not? How about nope? You got me. So I can make... So I could draw with Arc, but alternatively I could make 2 tokens here. So I think I want to do that. Excuse me, to gain a couple points of life. Lyra. Gross. Maybe Lyra means I'd rather actually... Yeah, huh. Maybe Lyra means I'm actually supposed to... I mean, we had some great top decks too, right? Let's not like try and lay claim to like our opponent being lucky here. Have you been watching this game? I mean, like, I could sack the Memorial to stop a 5-drop, but like, what if they don't draw a 5-drop? What if they don't draw a 5-drop? Like, there's so many things in their deck that are cheaper than that. Like, them drawing exactly another bomb that costs exactly 5. Like, what if they draw Seraph? And then, like, I need to draw more cards to try and get out of that mess. I believe we're just dead here. Yeah. That's good. That's a good run. Gave it the old college best. Yeah, you can always find all of my decks on the Stream Decker. The answer to your question is always look at the Stream Decker page. Alright, what are we doing here? All of our sweepers sound great. Seal Away seems real mediocre. Revitalize is probably not amazing. Fight with Fire sounds good not only for killing their angels, but also as an alternate win con. Same with a couple Banefires. What's my rank? Whatever the starting rank is my rank. I don't play ranked matches. Now, I don't think Binding's good against the Mortify deck. We've not played the Gates deck. Looks real bad and clunky. Looks like it never beats a basic mountain if they have a respectable draw. Shake the rust out here a little bit, shall we? I don't know what that card does, Drock. Can you explain why it's better against aggro than it looks? Because it looks like it's like a 4 or 5 color mess with a bunch of lands that come into play tapped. Gates Ablaze is not a good enough answer. There are lots of, like, a 3-mana sweeper isn't good enough a lot of the time. Burn them out with Deafening Clarion. These are my cards. Pick your favorite. So obviously they get to save Vanguard here, but that saves me taking a hit for 3. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Gates deck was reasonable against aggro because it has the large threats. I think that's the one thing a lot of people misassess. Like, aggro decks, especially when you're playing a control deck, are often similar to combo, where it's not about being able to interact early, it's about being able to close the game before they draw enough burn to finish things off. So, like, the fact that it, like, has, like, the giant ram and the 8/8 is probably what makes it reasonable. Sure, the clock I would believe. Alright, so here's my other question then. If the gate deck is actually average against mono red and actually okay there, why isn't everybody playing the gate deck and why are people complaining about Nexus? So like, if the gate deck is actually good against aggro, where does it die? Why isn't everybody playing it? Alright, so we're gonna pop off the Deafening Clarion here. Deal 4 to them, kill their stuff. We've got 2 Fountain of Renewals here, which while they don't fully answer the Adanto Vanguard, they slow it down to a crawl, right? We've got Arch of Orazca online here, along with Treasure Cove popping off some clues here to hopefully propel us into some action. Howdy, mate. Thanks for the hose. Hope you're having a good one. Triggers. We're really kind of looking to draw like a compass here. Would be a good one. Dawn of Hope is excellent. Dawn of Hope shuts the Adanto Vanguard right down. Smart. Learn to play around Seal Away. So they could have a Mortify here, but I imagine if they have a Mortify, they want to use it to kill Dawn of Hope, not my token, right? Although I guess killing the token puts me to 2, which is like real. I guess I go back up to 4. No, I think I need to preserve my life total. Getting Bombardment online doesn't do anything. Bombardment's a card that helps us lock up the game once we have the board stabilized. If we don't have the board stabilized, we're just gonna die. Do I want to draw an extra card here, or do I just want to make 2 tokens? I need to draw a card, right? Because otherwise the Seraph of the Scales is going to kill me. I kind of need to draw a Compass. So I can draw a card off this treasure token. If I Banefire the Seraph, I die to the Adanto plus the tokens. Yep. That was a tough game. Tough match. Mortify's a real beating for this deck. For sure. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping by here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you enjoy Standard, Best of 3, this is definitely the stream for you. We play a ton of Standard here on Magic Arena. We also play some Modern and some Legacy in the mornings on Magic Online. If you find yourself enjoying my content, make sure you hit the follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. As always, a big shout out to all my wonderful subs out there. My subscribers are quite literally the folks that keep me employed. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. Past my subscribers, I'd also like to mention my wonderful sponsors. The NRG Championship Series is a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to the Midwest to play in one of their Standard, Modern, or Legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming as well at twitch.tv/NRG Series. Neo provides wonderful candy-flavored protein bars using code Hoagland at bit.ly/sugarbar. You can save 10% on all of your orders there with them. BCWSupplies.com. I'd love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering card using code Jeff10 at BCWSupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, deck boxes, binders, all sorts of other fantastic stuff with them. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Thanks for dropping by our little slice of the internet here today. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and thanks for dropping in here. Remember, if you do enjoy my stuff and you want to see more of it after I'm done later tonight, you can check out my website and my YouTube channel as well. Basically, everything I stream gets archived into both of those places, so you can check it out later. All nice and organized there. Why not play the land and you survive the next turn with 1 token against Adanto? No, they just don't attack with the Adanto. They attack for just 4 in the air and I die. You're right. I could have waited to see if they make a mistake, but if they're at all reasonable, they're just going to attack in the air and kill me. No one would ever complain about losing to a fair deck. You must be new to Magic. Jeskai control is incredibly fair. People complain about that all the time. Look at all the threads about Teferi. Teferi doesn't go into combo decks, really. I guess that's not strictly true because Bant Nexus plays it, but Jeskai control is a fair deck. No, fair as we apply it to Magic the Gathering, if you're new to the game, fair versus unfair is jargon within Magic that refers to specific archetypes in Magic. So combo decks in Magic are defined as being unfair decks, whereas fair decks are things such as aggro, midrange, and control. So fair versus unfair is proper Magic vernacular that has a meaning. It's pretty good. They have not announced any roadmap plans towards adding multiplayer to Arena. I'd be pretty surprised if that's the case. I did not, Moonlight. That makes me happy, though. And in my opinion, sideboards are one of the best things about Magic. They give you a lot of play and counterplay that just isn't available without them. Why is this deck fun, but Ponza isn't? Ponza's not fun in Modern because Ponza sucks. It's one of the many decks that people like to play that's just like mostly unplayable because it's not very good. Because Modern's a fast, brutal, and efficient format, not a format where you can spend 3 mana to blow up a land on turn 3. No, I don't think so, Kiratin Sishi. Not from my understanding of what words mean. That would be a deck that's not balanced. That would be a deck that's too good, but I wouldn't call it an unfair deck because it's not a combo deck. What's my favorite interactive deck in Modern? Storm. Storm's interactive. It's got copies of Remand in it. Will I be streaming for a while longer tonight? Yeah, definitely. Planning to, we just started this deck about 20 minutes ago, and I plan to do one more deck after this at least. Planning to run a little bit later tonight and tomorrow night, and then take the weekend off. Okay, so a couple turns off of that. I'm actually going to go ahead and blow this up, because I would like to find a Deafening Clarion or a Cleansing Nova. I do and I can. Neildrox. Need the sweeper next turn, right? The Star of Extinction is going to be one turn late. What decks do I think are tier 1 with RNA? I think everybody's super desperate to, like, label things with arbitrary tier numbers. You just need to, like, take a deep breath and realize that you need more data. So I'm going to take 6 here, going down to 9 most likely if they throw 3 goblins at me. They might only throw 2 goblins at me so they can flip their treasure map next turn. Can you give any hope/advice as a dad with a 2.5-year-old son who's being a butthead? There's a lot of butthead days in your future. You got to take the bad with the good. Honestly, yeah, I'd rather take 2 more damage than have them flip their treasure map sooner. Although I guess if they flip their treasure map next turn, I could star them off of it, which would be nice. So, one of the things that makes this deck good, when people are suggesting finishers for it, is this deck accrues a lot of what is referred to as virtual card advantage. What virtual card advantage means is that you basically put yourself up on cards by making your opponent's cards not be useful. By not playing creatures, this deck gains virtual card advantage because creature removal that your opponent draws is just a dead draw against you, basically. What deck would I take to India if I was going? Either Bant Flash or one of the Hadana's Climb decks. Really been impressed with Hadana's Climb. We might see them Cleansing Nova. Oh, just Revitalize, that makes sense. No, I don't think so, Franco. I went through the spoiler a couple times. I don't think any of the cards line up well into what this deck wants to be doing. I'm gonna kill their Treasure Cove here before they get to do anything with it. Then this Bombardment's gonna kill another land, slow and steady. Now, I have the Star of Extinction sitting in my hand, look no numbers. I don't know, the climb decks have really been growing on me. The older I get, the more I appreciate just giving someone a good solid beatdown, and like, the Hadana climb decks have been really sweet as far as beatdowns go. Awesome, Steve. Yeah, they're good stuff. So, do I Cleansing Nova and kill artifacts and enchantments here? I think I do. Like, it kills their treasure tokens here too. It like kills my bombardment, but like their lands keep the counters on it. So like the next bombardment's going to be useful. Yeah, the Black-White Angels deck is sweet. Yeah, I tweeted last night a straight blue-green climb list. I actually played some Magic off stream last night. I might have a problem. I might be addicted. That was potentially, I have another Banefire play, I agree. Well, I mean, they might be saving it till it's lethal, but I am going to start blowing their lands up at this point. Yeah, so if they have another Banefire, I need to keep them off of playing it with these land destruction spells. I've been pretty happy with the ones that ignore the tribal aspect. But at the same time, we're actually going to try another one that ignores the tribal aspect here, the Temur counters deck. So they have... I'm going to bottom this. I'm looking for another bombardment, so I can start blowing their lands up, ideally. Perfect. Look at that. Play well, get rewarded. So now I want to make sure I pick 4 new lands. So the other one couldn't quite finish the job, but this one's going to get to blow 4 lands up here. Oh, 5 actually, yeah. Yeah, it is. Because there's 6 things with counters on them. And then I have this Memorial to War to kill this Rakdos Guild Gate here. Yikes! What if they have 2 more Banefires? Oh no! Oh no! Revitalize! I need a Revitalize right now! Oh no! Oh no! That's so sad. If they Banefire next turn, it's gonna be for 4. So I guess I should Arc here, so that way I can try and draw a Revitalize. Yikes, that's unfortunate. We're gonna die to a burn spell. That's sad. We're so close to locking this up too. So a normal deck submission is you build the deck and send me a deck list. A build around submission is you pick like a theme or a subset of cards or an idea, and then I do the legwork. So I charge more for the build around submissions because they require me to do work. That's true. Yeah, they probably just Banefired because it wasn't going to get bigger sooner. I agree with that. Am I dead? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm interested in playing some of the gate decks. People are saying they're good. We should give them a try. I like playing a variety of things. We're kind of actually looking for, I'd say, Crucible or Dawn of Hope here. That's kind of a sweet one to hit. Whoop. Also, phonetically speaking, Arc versus Arch, those are things that people locally pronounce the same in a lot of places. Banefire's no longer lethal, that's true. It's not GG. They could have like a Shock or a Lightning Strike in their deck. If I was a little bit higher on my health total, it'd be GG, but they definitely have a shot here still. They're not getting past 2 lands for the rest of the game, but if they have a Shock or a Lightning Strike, they could be okay. Oh, I could have played this last turn. That was loose on my part. I should have drawn, I guess. What's the win condition? Dawn of Hope. Yeah. That's just what the doctor ordered, chat. Just what the doctor ordered. All right, let's get that out of here. No, opponent, you didn't let me kill your last permanent before you conceded. That's the win condition. The win condition is them conceding. And gosh darn golly, is it a great win condition. Truly delicious. The spirit, as in a broken spirit. What's going on, Sunaru? Good evening. Do I want any sideboard cards here? I almost feel like I want to click submit. Because, like, I want Seal Away for their Phoenixes. I want my Sweepers for their Siege Gang Commanders. They can't interact with enchantments in red-black, so I think we're good to go. Maybe Ixalan's Binding is better than Seal Away, because the thing I want to exile is not aggressive, and we could take, like, their what's it called off the table, like their Eldest Reborns. Invoke for life gain could be okay. They have map too. Yeah, that's probably fine. Well, I think Clarion's necessary because my opponent has Siege Gang Commander. You can let me know. You can put your decks in here. I don't say yes or no. I'll try something without seeing a deck list. So if you'd like to submit a deck to be played on stream at some point in the future, please use the deck list on my website. Metallics, thanks for the tip. Can you please make sure you fill out the form on the site? Helps me stay organized during the long days. There is not currently a Hadana's Climb deck under the standard portion of my website. You are correct. We played a variety of them on stream. You can see a bunch of different ones on my YouTube channel. I'm not sure what Climb deck I like necessarily. A bunch of them has seemed good, but the details all seem a little muddled. The decks that I put on my website are ones that I'm pretty confident are good. Yes, definitely need Deafening Clarion. Yikes, that's probably gonna kill us pretty quickly here. How do I know if you received the form with the deck list? I'll email you back at the end of the day. After I finish streaming, I publish stuff to YouTube, and then I respond to all the submissions on my forum. Yeah, Jat, import a deck list and hit the use wildcards button. Probably dead here because I have double arc in play. I can't cast Clarion if we draw it. Yeah, we done here. Alright, next game on the plate. I don't think I want to change how I boarded. Maybe some Fight with Fires are fine because of the stupid goblin. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it back. The hand started off expensive and did not get better. Modern was played today. We played an incredibly sweet red-black Living End deck playing Electro Dominance. That felt really good. It was the first thing we did this morning. We're back to doing Magic Online every morning to start the day. Fetch my planes now. It has not been Squid Squad. There you go, Jet. A couple of the cards in this list, Jet, are typoed. So you'll need to take them out when it says it can't find it. Alright, well, I mean... Yep. You do have to be a little bit careful if we draw our second Dawn of Hope. How much to see Bant Fog next? Always $100. We already played Bant Fog today as a heads up though, Chef Seth. It was the first standard deck we played. It'll be up on YouTube tonight. Yeah, someone put that together before the set was actually released, Chalky. It's definitely put together by hand. Thank goodness. You can find all of my decks on my Stream Decker page here. We did, Clamster. Xerxes, you should watch. We played an Esper hero mid-range control deck on Tuesday or Wednesday. That's up on my YouTube now. So hitting the third land with the Compass here is really good, because Compass means we're going to hit the rest of our land drops for the remainder of this game. Just get to start activating this. If we draw an untapped land naturally here, I'm going to go ahead and Excellent Binding this, so we'll take a draw step. Perfect. Let's get rid of all of these, please. They have like Lightning Strike. Are they about to Lightning Strike their own Phoenix? The deck. Yeah, love it. Use them modal cards. Okay, sweet. Yeah, good line from the opponent here for sure. Is Grixis dead with the new set? Not at all. We're gonna play some Grixis Dragons either later tonight or probably tomorrow morning. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna do much more than one more deck after this. Definitely the big brain plays there. We are a few lands off of flipping this Thaumatic Compass, which will be nice. That'll answer Rekindling Phoenix in a roundabout way. In order to save their Phoenix there, they did burn treasure tokens, which is a win for us, right? Because those treasure tokens were going to turn into cards. This is bad sequencing. So, I totally just double Clarion here, right? I just burn all my treasures. I think I'm supposed to double Clarion. Do I need to double Clarion? I think I just trade my. Do I want to trade these for this? I don't know that I do. I'm 2 turns off of flipping this Compass. That's true. That's actually, yeah, that's probably true. I think you're right that our issue here is not card advantage. It's like mana efficiency and not dying. Because like next turn I can activate Compass, plus play Dawn of Hope. I think the assessment that I don't need more card advantage is like reasonable, especially with the Immortal Sun in my hand too. Yeah, that's very true. Keeping ourselves out of Banefire range is important here, especially with how many lands that they have at the moment. Looking at my discard pile, do they draw an Eldest Reborn? What's going on, Drafter? Welcome. Hope your evening goes better. How long have we been playing Landy for? About 45 minutes. Alright, they're out of extra cards. They have the City's Blessing though, so their arc can get going. Sacking their treasures would be the pirate thing to do. Great, so really want to draw...
Evil does not. Are you certain of your decision?
We'd like to draw a Star of Extinction. So we can, like, kill the Arc plus their card. I guess Immortal Sun here just likes to... Yeah, Immortal Sun kills Karn anyways, right? And I'm, like, not in a hurry to hit my next land drop, so I think this is fine. And this locks Karn out of giving them the other treasure map, which is great. It is worth noting they probably have Bedevil in their deck, so that can kill my Immortal Sun. Bedevil can't hit Dawn of Hope, but it can kill this one. I do not Geo double T. All of our spells being cheaper here is good stuff too. Yeah, I agree. If possible, I want to avoid casting Cleansing Nova because of their Dire Fleet. Honestly, that might be a reason to board these out. I could see that being reasonable EDM.
Do not pity me.
This flips my compass over, which means I can start activating Dawn of Hope. I have 8 mana at the moment. Oh, right, my tokens are going to be 2/2s, right? Which is sweet, especially against Legion War Boss. Hey, look, a freebie. So they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna get ourselves out of Banefire range really quickly with Dawn of Hope. I wonder if they realize these are 2/2s. I bet they don't, because I haven't had any creatures in play. This is a concession because they're 2/2s. Feels like it could be. Got him. Stayed at a nice healthy 12. Draw a card. Thought you'd never ask. I'm actually going to decline that because I want to Arc plus double activate this turn. I think Sagana is really good in most counter decks, yep. In fact, a 4/4 that draws a card is real powerful. Hi, friend. Alright, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. We're running late tonight, so I need to do that. When I get back, we're going to keep playing some more land destruction, and then after that, we're going to wrap up with some Temur counters, I think. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Ugh. Alright. Let's get back in, shall we? Time for a Neo bar. Christy should be home with the kids sometime soon. And maybe if I ask her really nicely, she'll bring me something down from the kitchen. It seems like not amazing, but it's fine. I'm super excited when we finish out the room next door to me to be an actual studio over the summer. We're gonna make sure we put in like a microwave and a mini fridge. Be very good. Well, that's a card I can't really answer very well at the moment. So I'm actually gonna wait to use this Revitalize, because if I Revitalize on 4 mana with Thought of Hope in play, it actually turns into a Chemist's Insight. That's interesting. Exploring light up the stage in other things other than mono red aggro seems really neat. We get another 45 minutes or so with this one, Zandman. Hey, Calzor, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Alright, so we're looking for a cleansing Nova. That's really good. Hopefully, that's gonna trigger these Dawn of Hopes every turn to let me draw extra cards. Get you on YouTube, Astros. What's been my favorite deck from today? They all. I'd have to look at a list. The blue-white tempo was pretty sweet. The Bant Nexus deck was actually kind of good too if you're into that sort of thing. But the blue splash Dovin tempo deck with the Sphinx had really good games. Don'End, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. Thanks for shipping me your Basil Bucks this month. So I need to survive 2 more turns to Star of Extinction. Mentor with Growth Chamber Guardian's really sweet too. There's so many awesome ways to trigger this card. Other than just paying for its adapt cost. We got plenty more good ones where that came from, Kurd, so be sure to stick around. Rhythm is terrifying. This card's really good against a sweeper-based deck like ours, because it just gives all their stuff haste. Alright, if we can hit a... I think I need to decline to make a token with Dawn of Hope this turn. So I can play this. And then inside of combat here, I'm going to be taking 7, gain 1, so I take 6 at least. And then I'm going to get to Star of Extinction. But like I said, this Rhythm with backup creature is going to be really terrifying. We've not played any Grixis yet. Grixis Dragons, I think, is going to be towards the top of my queue for tomorrow, though. Wow, are we just dead? I think we're just dead. Rhythm is getting ready to box us up here. So I'm taking 10 on this combat step here. I'm taking 11, gaining 1. And then I'm gonna gain another 1. So I'm actually just dead next turn through the sweeper. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Naya Rhythm seems awesome. I definitely want these seal-aways. I probably want Binding and Invoke the Divine to try and clear out their stuff, huh? Their rhythms. Fountain of Renewal seems kind of slow. Yeah, I think you might Niv. This is feeling a little bit rough. Between Rhythm and Mortify, there's a lot of things out there. I don't know. Wait and see what happens at the open. If a bunch of people are still like playing green-black, it's probably a fine choice, but Immortal Sun is slow. Trim a couple Revitalize. I have a bunch of wonderful deck lists that you can check out on my website here. Click standard decks at the top. Highlights from this new set include Gruul monsters and Black White Angels are some of my favorite. Ooh, it helps if I do the right command. Thank you, Mr. Cawthall. I appreciate the assist. Yeah, Riot, yeah, that's true too. Afterlife gave us a bit of a run for our money. Riot was good as well. Definitely agree. The 12 sweeper control deck special is a bit worse. Hopefully they play a 2-drop here and I get to just Nova them. Alright, let's see if we can win. If we don't win this game, these Riot decks are probably just unwinnable. I think this is one of our better starts against them. So, like, there's even a problem with Settle, though, Kenny. Like, the what's it called? The Gruul idiot, like, locks you out of Settle the Wreckage, too. Is you're just kind of getting hit on all sides. Like, we had Settle once upon a time and concluded that I just, like, didn't need it anymore. Yep. Yeah, I didn't Binding this because I kind of wanted to hold the Binding for an Arclight Phoenix, and like I could still Binding this later if they activate it. I'm not sure that Night of Autumn's a very good splash, because in my experience, you really want 4 copies of Cindervine in order to be competitive in these decks against the Nexus decks. All right, looking for another sweeper here. If we hit a sweeper here, we might be okay. Oh, I'm dumb. Well, I guess I have a sweeper, huh? I guess I have a sweeper. I just have to burn my treasures. Doesn't feel good burning my card draw, but here we are. We get to cut them off their only white source here too, which is nice. Correct. If you kill it in response to... If you kill their thing in response to the adapt, they don't get the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do this to just hit my land drop. I could start bombarding them, but like, we're not quite at that part of the game, I don't think, yet. And getting the compass going gets us towards that point of the game. What's the pick of the day? So far, it's blue splash Dove and aggro. It's been really impressive. or was really impressive. I'm activating this now to flip it over because it's gonna guaranteed flip. Flipping it's not optional, and I want to make sure that I what's the word that I'm searching for? I want to make sure that I get a land with it before it flips. I'm not playing the Excellence Binding just because like I have 2 Spires in place. Might as well like use those on these. Although I guess if they get a second Phoenix out, that could be kind of annoying. Well, I guess it really requires 3, right? Yep. So, I guess now that they're getting... Now that they have another creature in play, I'll probably binding this. Just like, puts a little bit less stress on my Spire, especially if they have like a Riot threat with haste. I can activate Arc and still have a thing up, but I'd rather have 2 up just in case they play a Riot dude. +1/+1 counters. As always, you can find deck lists in the deck queue if you're ever confused on what a given deck name means. Yeah, details on there isn't a direct link, but you gotta pop into it following the directions here. Alright, well, we have bridged here. The first game felt pretty bad, but it feels like we're locking this up nice and easy. Survey says that one. So we really just want to find like another bombardment at this point to destroy their lands faster. Polyvoice, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Hope you're doing well. Wonder if we're gonna see them get their Phoenix back here. Probably they just need more threats. They could destroy the bombardment, and destroying the bombardment like is pretty good for us because it means when we find the second bombardment, that one's gonna like do the pick up work where the other one left off, which is great. No reason to kill this knight because it's locked out by my Spires anyways. So we'll wait until they put enough things on the board to get through my Spires, then we'll like Star or Clarion them. Another bombardment, and this bombardment's gonna pick 4 other lands, which means it's gonna have 7 counters to pick from, because the counters don't distinguish which bombardment they came from. Yeah, they probably wanted to keep their white source. So, like, picking 4 new ones means I'm less likely to kill their 1 white source, but at the same time, it means I get to kill a bunch more lands. What's the win con for this deck? Eventually, your opponent loses the will to live, and they concede the game. Usual. Yeah, so the usual. Heading up with a random decision in paper for bombardment, very carefully, very frustratingly, very annoyingly. So, I don't really want to put my Dawn of Hopes in play until after I've killed most of their lands, because I don't want my Dawn of Hopes to like die to one of their enchantment destroying effects. So I want to like lock the game up before I start winning it. So looking for like another bombardment to lock their lands out faster, or a copy of, what's it called? A copy of I'm blanking on its name. Crucible of Worlds would be good. I guess I can just take them off white. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I have an anti-fatigue mat that I use when I stream. I guess if I take them off white, I can probably play my Dawn of Hope out. Yeah, I guess that's fair. So honestly, thank you for the content. I've watched while I've worked most of the days. I've seen a significant bump in my own percentage. Awesome, Johnny Chaos. I'm glad to hear that. And thanks for the support. Bizarro Stormy Waters. Thank you. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome, welcome. Am I supposed to bring in a win con that isn't Dawn of Hope? I don't think so. Maybe like a Banefire is good enough just because like it's a removal spell too. Nah, I'm just gonna run it. They can't impact our hand or counter our spells. Let's just like make sure we have all their lands dead. Do I still do programming stuff? A little bit here and there, mostly as hobbies, but not for work. Actually, I haven't done programming stuff for work in a long time. Grayfin, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yikes! Yikes! How do we ever beat that card? Yeah, Niv, I have an excellent. I have two excellent binding, and I have an Invoke the Divine. This could be a disenchant game, huh? Yeah, I think that's where we're heading. I think this is a cleansing Nova clear enchantment, but like, are we gonna die? We might die before then. Oh, jeez. Well, that's kind of good. Maybe they'll just keep playing artifacts and enchantments. Maybe they'll do us a solid and they won't play creatures for the next turn or two. Yeah, cleansing Nova hidden mode, and then we just need to draw another super to deal with whatever creatures they find. Oh no, Land War Elves is so angry. Yeah, counterspells have existed since Magic was originally designed. Gross. Yikes. So I'm taking 6 here down to 16. I'm gonna take 1 down to 15 when I destroy all their stuff here. I think I just need to Nova kill their things. And then next turn I can start using Dawn of Hope to make jump blockers. Hey, Akil, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. From Diamond to Mythic, I really like Black White Angels. I think that deck's really good. Alright, so we need a Deafening Clarion. Or something along those lines. Another Nova. Woof. Well, that makes a blocker. Dead to removal. So I need like Clarion so that way I can like sweep and still have mana up to not die to this Rhythm of the Wild. The crab people are coming for us, chat. Oh, geez. They even adapted very smartly. Well, thanks for dropping into a live one. Welcome. Hope you're having a good evening. They didn't do that pre-combat because they probably didn't think about it. Yeah, yikes. That was a little bit rough. So, like, this deck is a really sweet example of the power level of things you're doing and like cards that you want to play being contextual to the format that you're playing in. The fact that like this deck is card for card the same as what we were playing before, but the fact that Mortify now exists, Riot now exists, Afterlife now exists, cards like Cindervine are seeing play, really makes this feel worse than what it was last season before RNA release. It just feels like there's so many more versatile main deck tools that are able to interact with this deck that previously was very difficult to interact with, right? Like one of the big legs up that this deck had over other things was that it gained what we refer to as virtual card advantage by people's cards not being to line up into it. And I really don't think I really would be surprised, especially as is. This deck feels like it needs some restructuring, and I'm not sure if we really have the tools available to restructure it into something feasible. Yeah, that felt pretty rough. Which I kind of wish I would have waited to make a page for it for the website until we played it again. Yeah. All right, what are we doing? We're gonna play some Temur counters up next. Let's see everybody freaking out tonight. Pretty awesome at 2,500 people hanging